Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Passioknit Kelsie and welcome to this very passionate vlog. It is late. We're having a late start today, okay? I just finished editing my last Frogger finish video from Friday. I think it was a good one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. And now I'm kind of just thinking about what I'm gonna do. What's next, you know? We have a pattern to work on, my hexagon cardigan pattern, and we have a few more days left in Pride Month. Well, no, I guess not. Since I missed my Wednesday upload, Friday is Frogger Finish, and this would be Monday, the last day in Pride Month. So, happy last day of Pride Month, I guess. The Pride series was very fun. I am sorry that I didn't get to do every flag. We could continue, or I don't know, we could save some colors for next year. But other than that, I have been thinking about possibly the idea of doing a scrunchie only drop. Mainly that's because I've been making a lot of scrunchies recently. I don't know if it's been like in the vlogs or not. I had my little like 3-tier rolly cart thing, and I filled it up with all of the supplies that I need to make scrunchies. On the top shelf, I just filled it with a bunch of skeins. At first, I filled it full of half skeins, and I've worked through all of the half skeins, and now I'm filling it with full skeins. I'm trying to work through the skeins that are sitting on my floor to get them off of the floor, and then eventually we'll move on to picking the Juicy Couture off of my shelves. I'm still waiting, hoping, crossing my fingers that this is gonna show up at Michael's one day soon. Who knows? I mean, we already got, I think, 2 different Chanel yarns. I am fully guessing and I don't want to look it up, so I'm gonna say what, like Posh and Baby Bear? Maybe. Both of those were Big Twist, and they have been rebranded under the Michael's Loops and Threads, or I don't know. I could be totally wrong, and feel free to correct me in the comments. But I want more, okay? It's like, it's really exciting to see. I know that Michael's bought out Joann's, but I'm waiting. I want more. I don't use Chanel yarn, so I'm like, that's cool. Where's the rest of them, you know? It's probably gonna be a slow process, and I'm okay with that, but we just had to start with the Chanel. What was I talking about? Okay, my cart. Right. On the top, it has all of the yarn. In the middle section, I made myself a little bag because I have 2 5mm hooks and extra scissors and yarn needles. So I made myself a little bag, and so I put in a pair of scissors and a yarn needle and my extra 5mm hook. I have it down there, as well as a tape measure, just in case I need it for literally any reason. I also have my ponytails in there, and I've been throwing half-made scrunchies in there as well, because I am working through the full skein. Whenever I grab a new skein to make scrunchies, I'm working through the entire thing, and I'm not stopping until all of the yarn is gone. So sometimes it makes 4 scrunchies, sometimes it makes 4.5, sometimes it makes like 4.75 scrunchies. Anyway, if any of the scrunchie is unfinished, then I put it in the middle tier, and I will finish it the next time I pick up that color, or whenever I'm going through my scraps. Speaking of scraps, the bottom tier on the rolly cart is full of my scraps of Juicy Couture. Whenever I'm feeling up for it, I do go through the scraps, and I try to match them up with the half-made scrunchies and finish them off. But I'm not always in the mood to do that, so. Anyway, what I'm trying to explain is that I made myself a rolly cart with all my scrunchie supplies, so every night, whenever Caesar and I are just relaxing, watching our nightly TV shows, doing whatever downstairs, lounging on the couch, I've been making scrunchies. And they're adding up. Let me show you what we've got. That's not it. If you guys remember, I put all of our scrunchie bins in here. So this is what I have been working on. This is good. It's good. They're filling up. Not all of them are labeled, so if there's no label, I've been either writing it on a sticky note or just putting it in a empty bin, but it's going well. Looking at the bins, it doesn't look like a lot. I mean, it looks like a lot because usually they're empty, but according to my Shopify, I've been trying to stock them as I go. I should have 50. Did it look like 50 in there? I don't think it looked like 50 in there, but some of them are like completely full. Like there's 9 scrunchies in there, 3 stacks of 3. So they're a little deep and you can't really see the ones behind it. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you that I feel like I'm doing good. I have 50 scrunchies and that's amazing. The fact that I've been making so many scrunchies recently, just kind of casually at nighttime, is a big part of the reason why I've been thinking about having a scrunchie only drop. Now, that is mainly because there is so many scrunchies that separating it from the main drop at the end of July would be a good idea, because a lot of the time when somebody buys a scrunchie, they usually will just buy like one scrunchie, and I'm cool with that. That's pretty chill. But I'm imagining having to pack like 50 scrunchies just individually along with the drop and everything that comes with the drop, like the live stream and packing all of the other orders, the physical products and stuff like that. And it would be a lot. It would be a lot. But it would be really cool to have a drop with like so many items in it. But really, I think we should split them. I would most likely end up doing a scrunchie drop in the middle of the month in July, and then having the regular main drop at the end of the month like we usually do. Just thinking on it, nothing set in stone yet. Really vibing with the scrunchie making, and I like the system. I like having scrunchies readily available in a rolly cart right next to my couch, so I can literally just pull them over to me anytime I want to work on them while I'm watching TV or relaxing at the end of the day. Because I don't always want to carry a project bag up and down the stairs every night. Sometimes I just go downstairs and I do nothing. So having the scrunchies there and like ready, I don't even have to think about it, has been helping me a lot with production. So yeah, that's just what's on my mind. That's what I've been thinking about. And like I said, it's about 7:45, which means I should stop working now. I should go downstairs. I should get off of my computer and go watch a different screen. Also known as scrunchie time. How many scrunchies can we make tonight? Cue the montage.
Yeah, his food here. And if he doesn't get his good.
You're like, it doesn't actually hurt.
Oh my god.
How many more of these can we do?
Pizzas. A whole fish.
Promise.
But no pizza.
Yes, I'm aware. There's.
Okay guys, it's 11 o'clock now. I'm very tired. I only made 8 scrunchies for the haul tonight. We were watching The Bear. Pretty good. New season just came out. And that's all. I'll see you tomorrow. Hello guys, welcome back to Scrunchie vlog. Last night, after I was finished making scrunchies, I brought them all up here and I put them in the bins. And then I was updating my stock, right? Yesterday I said I had 50, but I was wrong. I had 60 yesterday. 62 to be exact, I guess. Because after I updated the numbers, 40, 50, 60, I now have a total of 70. I have 48 sparkly and 22 non-sparkly. And I actually didn't believe that I had 70 scrunchies, so I just sat down and I went through every single color and how much was stocked, and I counted them all to make sure that what was stocked was correct, and it is. So I have 70 scrunchies, and that's cool. Yeah, no, it's really cool, I guess. So, yeah. We're having a very rainy day here in Missouri. Right now, since it's daytime, I'm not gonna be making scrunchies. We have some stuff to do. I need to take some photos. I think that I will probably work on my hexagon pattern for a little bit, at least an hour or two, and then depending on how long that stuff takes, it might be time to move on to scrunchies. Cool. I just did some editing on my website. I took down all of the listings that I had up for the June drop. I deactivated them all and I created a new collection for the July drop. I have like a couple bandanas, one bag, and one bucket hat that are ready to go. So I made sure those were in there. Now we're gonna take some pictures, starting with some hats that I have. Firstly, smiley face bucket hat from the last Frog or Finish video. Okay, I need a flat lay. Beautiful. Next, beanie. Just get a flat lay right now. Okay, last hat from our Trans Pride video. Okay, hat's completed. Lovely. Next, I have this top, which we can take a flat lay of right now. Okay, I'm gonna measure it because I don't remember what size it is, so I'm gonna look at my size chart and match it up. Okay, it looks to be about a small. I'll put that in the comments on the photo. I'd also like to take a picture of it on my mannequin, but my mannequin is fully dressed right now, and I don't really want to inconvenience her. Just call that one good for now. I have two more things right now, and that is this pair of sleeves, which I need to put on and take photos of. Doesn't match my shirt though. And this guy, if we all remember. Actually, this needs to be finished, so let's do that. There's some ends that I have to weave in on the inside, if you see that. And I would also like to add a row of blue single crochets just around here, just to give it finishing touches. Firstly, I'm gonna edit these pictures, get them up on my website, ready to go, and then I will store them in my closet until they're ready to be sold. Then, I guess I will go get a different t-shirt and change so that I can take some product photos of this guy wearing it. And then I'll just keep that shirt on so that I can take product photos of this guy after I weave in the ends and add on the single crochet around the sleeves. Okay, that's the plan. Two rows. I think that looks nice. I finished our shirt and I grabbed some clothes so that we can take pictures of the shirt and the sleeves. Kind of a little tripod. And what are we doing exactly? Shirt first. I love this. I need to make one. I need to make one for myself. Here's how I'm taking photos. On top of Stanley, balanced against a perfectly good tripod that just happens to be too tall. There you go. Perfect. Alright. Okay, alright. Need flat lays and measurements, and then we're done. All right, nice. These are done, photos taken, so I can put them away in my closet. They've been sitting on my desk for like a week now. What I'm gonna do now is edit the photos that we just took of these, upload them to my website, make the listings, schedule them for the July end of month drop, After that's squared away, I am going to start working on my hexagon pattern for an hour or two until it's about dinner time. Have some dinner with Caesar. And then the rest of my night will be spent making scrunchies. Awesome. I'm having a time because whenever I was first making these hexagon cardigans, I wasn't doing any sort of decreasing on the sleeves. And now that I am making more sizes, making bigger sizes, the sleeves definitely need decreasing to get down to cuff size. And I have tried one method, which I liked. It wasn't bad. Although it's kind of hard to explain and it's not very consistent among the sizes, which as I'm making more sizes, I'm trying to brainstorm other ways of decreasing the sleeves. So I'm kind of trying some stuff out right now. That's what's happening here. Decreasing in granny stitch and making it look nice and not like weirdly shaped. A little hard. All right, tried this decreasing. Not sure about it. I'm gonna think on it, but it's dinner time.
Very generous. The entire pool economy in the
Right now.
They look so good. Your mom.
Well, I mean, Daniel Radcliffe has done a good job of doing that.
Before it builds up.
Hard or weird for her too, you know?
Big.
I'm okay with you there.
Yeah.
Hello. The scrunchie haul for tonight is once again 8 scrunchies. I made 3 frothy fawn, 2 licorice, and 3 sparkly licorice. So. Hello. After last night, we have a grand total of 78 scrunchies in stock. And that's crazy. That's really good. We are gonna get like at least 100 by the middle of next month if we do indeed go forward and do a mid-month scrunchie only drop, which would be cool. And even more if we decide to just put them in with the main drop at the end of the month. Definitely gonna keep working, keep making scrunchies every night. I am also gonna keep working on the pattern. The new decreasing thing that I tried out yesterday, slept on it, came back, looked at it today. I did the math for all of the other sizes and it did actually work out to be a little bit more even across the sizing and a little bit easier to explain. So that's probably what I'm gonna go with in the written pattern. Now that that is figured out, basically I just need to fully type up the entire pattern. And I'm also planning on filming a tutorial tips and tricks video to go along with the pattern release at the same time. I'm making a list of anything throughout the pattern that people might have questions about, and I'm just gonna film myself going over all of those things in video format since I know a lot of people are visual learners. Not that the pattern is going to be lacking. There's lots of pictures in it, but just like having a video sometimes is really nice, and I get that. So far I have finishing your row with a half double crochet, starting your row with the stacked single crochet, how to strengthen your magic circle, make sure it doesn't break, joining the sleeves across the top because that's interesting. I'm going to show exactly how to do the decreases on the sleeve going down to the cuffs. I'm going to show how to do the cuffs, you know, doing the single crochets and slip stitching them like along the cuff to like connect it around here, because that can be a little confusing if you've never done it before. Sewing the cuffs closed at the end, and then the back panels, connecting them. Just go over really quick adding the length if you want to add length, And then I'm also gonna show how to carry your colors whenever I'm doing the granny stitch, which is something a lot of people have been asking for, especially recently. It would be the same method that I use, like whenever I'm making those granny stitch bucket hats, and also the granny octagon t-shirt that we made. I carried the colors all the way through there, so I didn't have to cut off a single one. And it's really nice, honestly, because you can see it on the back, but in the front it's hidden. So I will show everyone how I do that. And that's it. That's all I've got on my list. So right now, I'm making the other side of my size extra large, because this is the one that I was using to take process photos of the pattern. I like to try to keep my pattern photos consistent, like using the same yarn color and whatnot throughout the entire pattern. So I made this side already, and I took progress photos with all of the middle part and the rows and stuff like that, adding the sleeve length. I didn't take pictures of the sleeve decreasing though, because that was a little test, but of course I ended up liking it. So on the second sleeve, I'm gonna have to take pictures of this process for the pattern and then the cuffs. And then once I have both sides, I can start taking pictures of the back panel and everything else that we need. You know, got a lot of work to do. I wish that I had chosen a smaller size to take the pattern photos with so that it would go by faster than the extra large, but I mean, I have to make the other side at some point anyway, so does it really matter? No. I'm just gonna be working on this for the rest of my night tonight, so I'm gonna wrap this up. It was a pretty casual vlog. This is just pretty much what I do. Stop crocheting. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I hope you did. Subscribe to me if you want to see more of me in the future. And hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye.